Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing 5 10-minute meals with you all. So these are my kind of go-to meals when the kids have clubs or if I haven't prepped anything in the daytime and I need a quick turnaround meal for my kids. If you're new to my channel and watching me for the first time, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button down below. I post loads of different foodie content just like this one with a brand new recipe video on my channel every single Sunday morning at 7 AM UK time. And I also just post loads of other lifestyle content too. So if you like that sort of thing, then I would love for you to stick around. Also over on my Instagram, I post lots of different foodie inspiration and hack ideas as well. So if you like those kind of things too, then I would love for you to give me a follow over there. I will link everything down below in my description box. So I'm just going to jump straight on into these recipes. All the ingredients that I have used, I will write down below in my description box. You can tweak these meals, add extra in, take some bits out, completely up to you, but I'm just giving you the basic recipe of how we like it. Let's jump into recipe number 1. So the ingredients for this meal that you're going to need is some chicken breasts. I've cut these up quite finely into little strips. I've got some spinach, coconut milk, salt and pepper, some olive oil. I've got some turmeric. I've got chilies here, so these are optional, but these are very spicy, these ones, so I will just add those in to christen my meal, or some cayenne pepper or something, but I'm going to tell you when I would add these if I was cooking with them. I've got some garlic, some mushrooms, 200 mils of veggie stock, and then I've got some coriander to put on at the end, and I'll also put on some yogurt or something like that. And then the rice I am using is this rice, so obviously this does not take 10 minutes to cook, but I always just buy a big thing of rice. It's so much cheaper than getting the packet rices, but if you want this meal to be a 10-minute meal, this is not the rice that you're going to be getting. You would be getting the packet rices. So what I'm going to start off by doing is in a big pan, I'm going to be putting in some olive oil, and then I'm going to be pan frying my chicken and just browning that off. Once I've browned that off, I'll then add in my sliced mushrooms, my crushed garlic, my turmeric. This is when I would add in my chili flakes if I were using it, but obviously I'm not. And I'll also be adding in my salt and pepper then. I will then put my lid on this because that's going to cook this through so much quicker. And then once that's been sauteing for a few minutes, I will then go ahead and add in my coconut milk, as well as my 200 mils of veggie stock and my spinach leaves as well. I'll just let the spinach leaves wilt down and let everything combine together, and then it's ready to serve. So to serve, I will just put some rice on the bottom, then I'll spoon on my chicken and coconut mix. I'll slice up some coriander, put that over the top, and I'll also put a nice dollop of either coconut yogurt on top or some just Greek yogurt as well. This is such a yummy meal. It's really, really filling, and it honestly only takes 10 minutes. The ingredients you need to make these bagels are some bagels. You need either tomato puree, or Chris and I actually use this Harissa. This is so delicious. It's got a little bit of a spice to it, but it's just so nice as a pizza base. I have got some cheese, some ham, but you could have olives, you could have salami, whatever topping you would like, or you could just keep it just plain cheese. And then I've also got some oregano because I think that is so delicious on a pizza. So what I'm going to start off by doing is toasting my bagels first, just for a couple of minutes, just to make sure that they're nice and crispy all the way around. I will then just spread on some tomato puree for the kids and some harissa paste for Chris and I. And then I will just sprinkle over some oregano before adding my topping of ham and cheese. I'm going to be quite generous with the cheese because I think a good pizza does have a lot of cheese. I'll pop those under the grill probably for about 5 to 8 minutes. While those are grilling, I will then just chop up our crudités. So for this meal, you're going to need some tortilla wraps, and then you're going to want some cheese, and I've got this mixed bean tacos. These come in spicy tomato sauce. I love buying these, and I always have loads of these tins in my cupboard because the tomato sauce in here just adds so much flavour to any meal. I have got some garlic cloves, I've got chorizo, this is 250 grams of chorizo, and then I also found just a couple of like cherry tomatoes left, so I thought I'd add those into this as well. So all of this here is going to go into my quesadillas, and then while those are cooking, I'm just going to also make up a side salad. We're not going to have any like wedges or anything with this because your tortilla wraps and your beans are your carbs, so these are actually really filling quesadillas. So what I'm going to start off by doing is putting my chorizo into a pan and frying that off for a little bit. I won't be adding any extra oil into here because your chorizo will let off so much of its own oils. I will then add in my tomatoes and also my crushed garlic into here, as well as both tins of these mixed beans. I'll just mix everything together for a couple of minutes to make sure all the flavors have combined, and then I will get another pan out and I'll lay one of my tortilla wraps into the pan. I will then spoon some of my bean and chorizo mixture onto that base tortilla wrap, and I will sprinkle some cheese on top of it, and then I will place another wrap on top of my bean mixture. After that's been cooking for a few minutes, I will get a plate and I'll put it on top of my pan. I will then flip my pan over so my quesadilla gets flipped over onto my plate, and then I'll carefully slide the tortilla back into the pan to make sure I am then toasting the top wrap. I hope that makes sense. While this is all cooking, I will then obviously make up my salad. I'll make up a fair few of these quesadillas, and then I will just chop them up and we can all just help ourselves from the middle of the table. The ingredients for this meal you're going to need are some halloumi, some wraps. I have got harissa paste. This is rose harissa, which is not as spicy as regular harissa paste. So obviously my kids can kind of sometimes be a little bit fussy with spice. So that's when I get this one. It's really delicious. You're going to need some paprika. You want some coriander. So I would usually use fresh coriander here, but I don't have any. So I'm going to use this like pre-chopped coriander. That's from Iceland. It's really good actually. I get like coriander, they do garlic, they do chilies, loads of different things. So they're always really good to just have in the freezer. You're going to need some cherry tomatoes, about a quarter of a red onion, some Greek yogurt. I have also got some, this is not risotto rice, this is just some couscous, and then I'm going to cook my couscous in some veggie stock. I completely forgot to put these here as well. So this is cos lettuce. I used some of the leaves from each of these before. This is the kind of centre bit, but that is actually just the amount that you're going to need for this recipe, so I'll use that as well. So what you want to start off by doing is cutting your halloumi into kind of like 5mm thick slices. You then want to pop them into a pan and put some paprika on both sides of your halloumi. You then just want to start frying that off, and you want to make it so that it's nice and browned on both sides of your halloumi. While your halloumi is cooking, you then want to make up your little salsa, which you're going to do using your tomatoes, your red onion, and also your coriander. So you just want to slice your tomatoes into 8. I like it when they're quite small, completely up to you. You can chop them bigger if you want to. You want to finely dice your red onion and put in your coriander as well. And then I just get some lime, forgot to show you that at the beginning as well. So I will use half of the lime juice in this salsa, and I'll save the other half of lime to squeeze onto each wrap. That's your salsa made, and then you want to make your harissa and yogurt sauce. So I put in about 4 tablespoons of Greek style yogurt to 1 teaspoon of harissa paste. I just mix that really well together with some salt and pepper, and then that's that bit done. This is a really simple meal, as you can see. And while all that is being made, I will also be cooking up my couscous. So I'll just really simply put some couscous into a pot, and then I'll get about 400 mils of boiling veggie stock and pour it into the pan with the couscous. I'll just put the lid on top and just leave that completely so that the couscous can cook through. Once your halloumi is ready, you're then ready to start constructing your wraps. So I just go in with some harissa and the yogurt, then some of my salsa, then my halloumi, and then wrap it together. And then I just serve it with some couscous on the side. The ingredients you need for this meal is some salmon, or you can use prawns, you can use tofu, you can use chicken, you can basically use whatever meat or non-meat that you like. And then you're going to want some noodles. I've just got some rice noodles here. And for the main body of your meal, like I said, you're going to use your noodles, some peas, some salmon. I've got 2 eggs, 2 peppers, some peanuts, coriander, and also some spring onions as well. And then for the sauce, you just want to use fish sauce, soy sauce. I've got some sesame seed oil here, some sweet chili, or you can use sriracha sauce, and some brown sugar as well, and then 1 lime. So what I'll start off by doing is getting a pan of water and just bringing it up to the boil. Once it has boiled, I'll put in my rice noodles and just cook those for a few minutes. While those are cooking, I will get myself a wok and I'll just pan fry my salmon. I like to do skin down first, and then when I flip it over, I can just remove the skin really easily. After a few minutes, I'll then add in my sliced peppers and just fry those off for a little bit to make them a little bit softer. It's about now that your rice noodles will almost be ready, so just about a minute before they're ready, I just tip in my peas into the boiling water to just defrost those a little bit as well. Once those have cooked for a further 1 to 2 minutes, I'll then just drain off the water from that pot. While this is all cooking, I'll then make up my pad thai sauce. So I'll grate my ginger, I'll crush in my garlic, I'll then add in some soy sauce, some sesame seed oil, my fish sauce, and I'll also add in the sweet chili sauce as well. I'll just give that all a mix up to combine everything together and set that to one side. Into the wok will then go my rice noodles and my peas along with my pad thai sauce, and I'll also add in the juice of 1 lime. I'll just mix all that together and then it's ready to dish up. So how I dish up is I would put some of the pad thai mixture into a bowl, then I'll scatter some crushed peanuts on top, sprinkle some coriander on as well as some spring onions, and then also it's so nice to have another little squeeze of lime juice on top of here as well, and then it's ready to eat. So those are my 5 quick and easy recipes for you all. I have got some more quick and easy meals just like these ones that I will be sharing with you soon, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!